On this episode of Gripworks, we run Time Attack. What's up, guys? We're back. I'm here with Jose and David again. We went to Time Attack this past weekend.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yeah, we took our 3 cars. We took the Fox Body, the Camaro, and the Evo, and we definitely learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nothing went as we expected. We were down to the wire, trying to get there on time, but
we got there on time.
And it was a lot of fun, especially for our first time, right?
Yeah, true. And the biggest part was driving them all home too.
Yeah, we were all able to go there, rip it, and come back, which was the best part. So yeah, guys, check out our first track day at Adams Motorsports Park. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not what we were expecting whatsoever. Completely the opposite, I think.
Really taught us a lot about cars for sure.
Yeah, I thought David was going to be the fastest in the Evo for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I thought I was going to.
We all did.
I thought I was going to get spanked. Especially since Jose's got like a lot more tire and a lot more power.
Yeah, but it had the least amount of seat time for sure.
Oh, that's true. But we learned a lot that day, and we definitely know what we can do to improve on the next time, right? Like, what would you do, David?
Oh, for me, I need wider tires. Right now, I'm only running 235s, and I want to go up to 255s. That, and I definitely need to work on my tune. That was slowing me down a lot.
Yeah, I did notice when you were in front of me there was some sputtering happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you were able to catch that on the video either. It just slowed me down.
What about you? What can you do?
For me, for sure, it's not having so much steer. You know, that's going to be the first one. So if I get a quicker ratio on the gearbox just to be able to turn a little sharper.
It's like driving a bus right now, huh?
Yeah, it definitely feels like driving. Might as well get a freaking bus wheel. But the other one for sure is I had a really big bump steering issue. Always had to correct every turn. For sure, everything. So I definitely look into improving bump steering with that. Like bump steering kit.
I had a lot of traction issues. You can see it in some of the in-car footage. I'm fighting the car, trying to keep it straight. And I was surprised that I did have so much traction issues, especially with those RSRR tires that I put on there. I thought it was gonna be a little grippier, but
yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's strange. Maybe I need to be a little careful or more careful on corner exit. And the main thing that detrimented all of us is that we were not on the gas enough.
Oh yeah, I never floored it. Not even
No, I felt that too.
None of us were on. We were so preoccupied with staying on track and not running into anything that we weren't really even in the power band. I think for any of us. Yeah. We had so much more RPM. I was short shifting a lot. I'm looking at the footage and I can see myself shifting at 3,000 RPM. I could have been so much higher up there.
Yeah, no, I was shifting to third gear and I could have just stayed in second the whole time.
Same.
I'll probably do that next time.
That would happen to me a lot.
Stay in second.
I think for sure, for me being automatic, I think I was in about a quarter throttle to half throttle, probably max. I never really fully floored it.
That was another thing too I noticed looking at the footage is you have a lot, especially on the back straight going into the chicane where the tires are, you could stop a lot later as well. Like you let off the gas really. So there's definitely a lot that we can all do to improve, both to the cars and ourselves as drivers. So next time we go out there, I want to be in the 48s.
That's my goal too.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Because I think I ran a 51.33. You ran a 51.44. And then Dave ran a 55 something. Yeah. It's in the video somewhere. Did you have brake fade?
No. I had brakes the whole time. Anytime I needed a brake, I felt a bite.
I never felt. I was actually locking my brakes. Strangely enough, on one of the really tight corners, I really locked both my wheels and went straight. I almost went off track.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which part?
Because I just dove in. I was like full send on this one. I think I was trying to catch you. That's why. I wanted to be right on you, and I was going really hard into one of the corners, and I hit the brakes a little too hard, and obviously I had no ABS, and I just completely locked the tires and went straight for a while. But I was able to get out of it. Yep.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, 2 big black marks on the ground. Or 1. I don't remember. A word of advice, though. Actually, a few. Don't leave things to the last minute.
Definitely do not leave things to the last minute.
No.
Definitely
I almost didn't get to go.
The day before the track, I was at his house in his garage till, 3:34 in the morning working on his car.
Yep.
And then the morning of, I came here to help him until the last minute, and he was working on his car that whole day as well.
I spent the remainder of the day finishing and buttoning everything up to make sure no loose items were really in there moving around.
Most tracks and sanctioning bodies will give you a tech sheet, a checklist that you can go through and make sure that if you check all these things off and everything's square, you'll pass tech. So that's basically what we've been working on the past month or two.
And that was just the basics.
Now, yeah, that was the basics as well. We weren't doing any like speed upgrades. We were just trying to pass tech. Luckily, we passed just fine.
I almost didn't race. For you muscle car guys trying to take it out there, lap belts.
Oh,
no lap belts. At least they told me that. The guy was nice enough to let me go because they were securely fastened. But for the next time, I gotta get some sort of shoulder or
3-point or above. And another word of advice would be don't assume your car is fine after the track. I learned that the hard way. Turns out my car was leaking coolant pretty badly at some point out there, or a little bit after. I don't know. I didn't notice, and I never bothered to check. Really, I just drove it home.
It was nighttime by that time. We didn't even.
Yeah, but you couldn't even smell it because the smell of tires and brakes out there was so overwhelming. I couldn't. Yeah, and gas burning and exhaust, and I couldn't smell the coolant leak.
Man, tire. You can smell that tire.
So maybe we should be checking our cars after every run of each session.
Yeah, I did notice that some of the drivers over there were checking their cars between each run.
That's true. I did see a lot of people get out. I thought there wouldn't be enough time. I thought they'd just keep running it. And I think they do that on purpose in case there are any sort of worries.
Any issues or anything that come up,
Or at least any worries that you had before entering especially. So look at that.
So we should basically, so essentially check your car as often as you can.
And don't leave your brake on.
Oh yeah, don't leave your handbrake on.
If you haven't met, of course.
Yeah, your pads didn't happen to us, but if you go out and you get your brakes really hot and you leave your handbrake on, your pads can actually fuse to the rudder, and that's never good. So why time attack? Why grip racing?
Because it's the most fun.
Yeah, I think it's way more fun than not talking down or bad about the other types of racing, but drag racing doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, for me it's a lot more fun than going in a straight line.
Drifting doesn't do it for me.
Or trying to go sideways.
Breaking loose.
Drifting is just too slow, and drag racing doesn't last long enough. I think that grip racing involves a lot more skill, a lot more thought, a lot more planning, and it's a lot more level too. You'll see low horsepower, low weight cars competing against high horsepower,
You'll see them catching them.
Yeah,
we definitely saw that.
A lot of the fastest cars out there were Hondas and Miatas, naturally aspirated Hondas and stuff. And I just like the atmosphere more. It's like you can bring anything to the table and be fast, as long as it's built right, and a lot more driver skill. You're presented with every scenario, acceleration, braking, cornering, everything. It's just so much fun in my opinion.
True. I feel like you're really applying everything about the car. You're not specifically building the car to go straight, and you're not really building it for corners. You're building it for all around.
Yeah, the car has to be a jack of all trades, and it has to last too. You're not running the car for 10 seconds. You're running it for laps after laps after laps. So it's got to be built a certain way, and I feel like I just feel like there's a certain quality to that.
Well, everyone has nerves, and then I think for the nerves
we all
comes
had
kind of like that fear of like being embarrassed.
I didn't feel like I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but when we were waiting in line to go out, and it wasn't just the first time. It was every single time I was in line waiting to go out on the track. My heart was racing.
I only felt that on the first run. After all the other runs, I didn't.
Well, it's weird because as soon as I got on the track, I felt like really calm. Super, super calm. But when I was waiting, I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
You had that buildup.
I don't know if it's because we were working so hard to get to this day and to get the cars there and to run a decent lap time. And we weren't that far off from the faster side of the field. 50 seconds is the break between. Well, from what I heard, 50 seconds and below are the experienced guys. Yeah. And we were in the low 50s. And that was our very first time on that track, very first track event whatsoever.
So we didn't do so bad first.
So all of our experience comes from canyons, which is very illegal.
Yeah.
So we're not inexperienced when it comes to cornering and that kind of driving, but this is our first time doing it legally at a track. And
so that was more pressure.
I don't know. It's just now it's official. Now you're being timed. Now you're not alone at night. You know, in the middle of the night when no one's around. Now you have people watching you. You have serious drivers out there with serious cars, and you feel like a small fish in a big pond.
Well, that's exactly what I felt. I was worried that, you know, me going out there, I was just going to get chased, you know, the whole time. Just someone's on you as you're driving. That was kind of, for me, my biggest thing.
I was just having fun. I don't know.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun, but I was...
Well, I had the adrenaline pumping, but I don't think I felt nervous or scared. Except for that. What was it called?
Chicane?
The chicane.
Yeah, the chicane got everybody. I was kind of nervous about the chicane before we were even there.
Yeah.
So I watched videos of the track, and going up to that chicane seems sketchy, especially if you get that wrong. The guy even said, the track official, was like, use your skill as judgment or something like that. Like, don't push it if you don't think you're gonna make it.
True. I mean, only you know, right?
Did you guys ever feel intimidated by the other cars?
No.
I think, I mean, I would have felt intimidated if that car that looked serious was behind me. That's going back to what I was saying.
I wasn't even looking at my rearview mirror though.
No, I wasn't.
Unless you heard them coming behind you or something. But there was some really
serious looking
cool.
cars.
Yeah, that 240SX that was there.
Oh yeah.
That thing was full on race car.
100%.
There was an RX-8 that was pretty serious as well.
Drift car.
Yeah, wrong event.
That was a drift.
A lot of the Hondas out there were really fast, really quick cars, good drivers as well.
Not wishbone.
So, and what makes our team unique? Well, we don't discriminate for any brand or car or make, model, anything. You know, we have such a
we have a random collection.
a weird plethora of cars. You know, ranging from BMWs to Mustangs, Camaros, Evos, FRSs, all kinds of stuff. Other cars that are close to our group. Oh, that's the Civic. Other cars that are close to our group that aren't really in it, but that are involved with us. And it's just, I kind of like the fact that we're not just like a Honda group or an Evo group or all Chevys, all Fords. It's
or
just,
even import like versus domestic.
Yeah, we just welcome anything as long as we have that same mentality, you know, where you're building a weekend warrior, you know, a car that you can enjoy going to work, but then, you know, bring, what's the word? How do you say it? I guess whoop ass on the weekends, you know?
Weekend warrior.
A weekend warrior. Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. There will definitely be a lot more of these cars in the videos to come, especially trying to go faster next time. So stay tuned. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of improvements to make these 3 cars faster and to get the rest of the cars out there.
Challenge all of them.
So if you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
Bye.